Step 1. Add mounting clay to cover up the hard bits and make the surface flat with the surrounding area. Part 2. Find reusable grocery bag. Make sure it's a material that's tough and plastic-like, one that your socks will glide over easily. If you use a cloth material like your shoes originally made out of, the friction might cause the exact same problem you're having now, and we want this fix to last. So just cut out a reasonably sized piece out of the grocery bag, stick it in, and keep on trimming it until it looks like it's the right fit. You might want to make it a bit larger than it has to be, just in case the friction would continue to rip up the back of your shoe. We don't want to have to repeat this just further out onto the side. Part 3. Find a hot glue gun. It may be hard to hot glue gun the entire piece on all at once, so I recommend you first glue down the bottom half and then apply hot glue and stick on the top half. Um, and this could be a bit hot when you're doing it. It was hot on my finger. So I recommend that you have a piece of paper towel handy to push on the piece of the cutout grocery bag, just so it's easier on your thumb. All right, and lastly, we really want to make sure those edges are glued down nicely. That way, whenever you're sticking your heel in to the shoe, it's not going to be pulling up on the edges. So what I did was I took a pair of tweezers, I pulled up the side, and I put a little tiny bit of hot glue gun glue in there. And now, whenever you do this, you're going to have hot glue going over the edge. I mean, unless you guess the exact amount you need, or at least I had some going over the edge. So with that paper towel you're using to push down the material, you're still going to use that to push down the edges, but when you do, uh, it's going to catch the hot glue that does spurt over. And make sure that you do not slide your hand over to the side. When I did that, I got hot glue gun on the surrounding material and it looked gross. So I recommend that when you push down on these edges particularly, just pull up with the paper towel and it'll take the excess glue with it, or at least it did when I did it. All right, and hopefully this fixes your shoe. It has worked for me for the past month and hasn't appeared to degrade whatsoever.